Howdy folks, back in the wood shop this morning, and this is a project that I've been working on. It's a piece of whatever it is, can't think of the name right now, but I thought it might be interesting to see because we have a tenon on the bottom, so we can get a hold of it and create the bowl. To finish up, we need to take that tenon off, and we need to do it without destroying the finish here. So there are several ways to do it, but this is probably the easiest. This is just a piece of scrap wood, and I've chamfered it so it has a little bit of a bevel to it, and I mount that in the 4-jaw chuck. I have a piece of material that's soft but firm, and to place that on the it's called a jam chuck, J-A-M, and we just kind of center that as best we can, and we bring the tailstock up, and we just apply enough pressure so that the jam chuck is putting enough friction on the other side so that we can spin this. We're set to go here at about 750 RPMs, and so we want to try this first and see for sure that it's going to be reasonably centered. That's not too bad. It doesn't have to be perfect. And if it's going to make a little noise here, that'll be because it's not quite centered. I think that's going to be all right. So we'll set that up, bring our tool rest around here, and come up and set up in here so that we're right close to the tenon. And then we'll use a tool, probably a 3/8 bowl gouge, and we're just going to carve that out of there. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, I think you can. So I got my glasses on, and I'm going to put my face shield on. And we're set at 750. Let's give it a try. So we're just going to carefully we're going to have to go very fast. Noise there. Get that seated a little better. This is fairly straightforward. I just slowly carve that off there. Now we're going to come out to the edge here. This is going to be kind of rough, so we got to go slow. We're going to want to carve a concave profile there so that the bowl will be able to set on its edges. So we want to screw this up as best we can and be sure that we've got a concave and see what that's like. We'll take our straight edge and shut off here and come across and see what that looks like. And that looks to me like the bottom, like the center is still a little bit high. So we're going to want to take a little bit more off of this area in here. with still a little bit of a nub in the center there, and there are several ways to get this off. Perhaps the coolest way is to try and cut it off. You could saw it off. In the end, you're going to have to sand this area anyway. So let's see. Let's check our. Okay, we got a concave center. So let's try and get that final piece off there. We should. Go down here to about 200 RPMs. New toy, you know, I'm having a hard time. The idea here is to press toward the lathe with the gouge. And when that little nub stops turning, that's not what's supposed to happen, folks. That probably is what's going to happen. So, well, that's one of those things that happen. Let's see if we can figure out a way to get this little nub off there, and we'll turn the camera around. I think you'll be able to see that. Here's one I just finished a little bit ago, and we're just going to sand that off of there. And I didn't anticipate that we were going to have this part of the job, so I wasn't set up for it. But it won't take but a minute. We're going to take our chisel here and a hammer, and we'll just pop that thing off there. Now comes the test here. We're going to need to get into the center of that, and hopefully be able to hold it. Camera position here, and the center, I'm going to have to guess the center. These are some of the things that you don't normally see when you think about wood turning. That's going to be the center mark, and we'll turn this around again and see if we got any time left. The idea would be to not leave any marks on the bottom side, but we're probably going to leave a little bit of a mark here. This is is some of the underbelly of wood turtle. Well, I think we'll go back up to about 750 here and see if we can hold it on there. Most of the time, we put a little decorative mark on the bottom here, and that goes something like this. Then we're going to sand up the bottom, clean it up. I want to do several grades until we get it smooth as we can. We're working again today with a skeleton crew, and they do have a control booth, and they've alerted us that we're just about out of time, so we're going to shut it off there. You can kind of see the process that is involved in cutting the bottom off. Saw a little boo-boo there, but that's the way things go. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, folks.